Hello, everyone. I hope you're well. I'm Paul Aceto, and I teach in the Executive Ed program at the Kelley School of Business at Indiana University. For this short video, we're diving into something totally new. OpenAI just released ChatGPT's agent feature. And while there are plenty of takes already floating around about vacation planning and personal checklists, this isn't that. Instead, I'm going to show you two things you likely haven't seen yet. One, what ChatGPT agents mean for business leaders from analysts all the way to the C-suite. And two, real working demos, not just the OpenAI promos. This is the real deal. Let's get into it. So, what do ChatGPT agents mean for business? Think of them more as AI team members than tools. Agents can upload and read documents, spreadsheets and dashboards, run analyses, summarize meetings, generate executive-ready content or insights, even monitor data inputs or APIs and take actions. This isn't just AI as co-pilot, it's AI as operations. And once you give it the right tools and instructions, it can behave like a persistent assistant, analyst, or strategist. We all saw this coming. OpenAI's earlier releases of operator, connectors, projects, the quietly deprecated tasks, all foreshadowed that agent-based automation was next. Now it's here, and it'll change the way you work. Let me show you what I mean. We'll take a look at three use cases. First, we'll look at how the agent can take over 500 pages of raw interview transcripts and take these all the way from persona analysis, development, image generation, to a top-quality PowerPoint presentation. Next, we'll ask the agent to take these personas, look at our client's website, and formulate a forecast and a schedule. Finally, we'll ask the agent to integrate the personas and the forecast into a well-structured report for top management with its own recommendations. It's no coincidence that we will cover off PowerPoint, Excel, and Word in these examples. I expect that within 12 months, we will all be using agents to produce slide decks, spreadsheets, and documents at a higher rate than what we're using Microsoft Office tools for today. And we'll be doing this with voice. We will use a simple workflow. First, we'll ask ChatGPT to engineer the context or prompt for our request, and next we'll hand things over to the agent. Then we'll grab coffee, as these tasks can take anywhere from a few minutes to hours. Finally, we'll look at the results, which I hope you'll agree are quite impressive. Let's get started with our first demonstration and have the agent take us all the way from raw data to a polished PowerPoint presentation. Here's how we'll prompt ChatGPT to engineer the context or prompt for our agent request. I find that ChatGPT always does a better job than I can designing prompts. Next, we'll paste our prompt into the context window and call the agent. Okay, this is where we would grab coffee and let the agent work autonomously. Look at this result. A title slide, perfect formatting, one slide each for the three personas, and the descriptions for each persona are based upon a fresh analysis. I'm pretty pleased. Okay, next real-world use case, forecasting. Let's take our personas and that new analysis that was just completed and generate a forecast by persona for the patronage of our client museum for the month of October. So once again, the process is that we'll have ChatGPT generate the prompt, and then we'll copy that prompt and paste it into the context window. Turn on the agent. And look at this. Not only is it taking a pretty unique approach by planning total visits by persona, but also this is going to end up formatted pretty nicely in a human-readable format. This is exactly what I was aiming for. Let's wrap up our demos by having ChatGPT Agent generate a report for management with our great work on personas and forecasting. Here we'll ask ChatGPT to generate a prompt that will combine the personas and the analysis to give us something we can present to our management. Notice how ChatGPT generates a detailed prompt in Markdown. We copy and paste that into the context window, activate agent mode, and let the agent do its thing. Let's take a look. Very, very impressive. Made good formatting, took the data, and even wound this all the way down to some recommendations, inserted some charts. I'm pretty impressed. There it is, 3 real-world use cases for a ChatGPT agent, each one incorporating multiple tools and approaches, but interacting very successfully with the applications you use on a day-to-day basis. My view is that AI agents will be widely accepted in knowledge work and provide breakthrough levels of cycle time improvement, cost reduction, and opportunities to innovate and grow. And they'll all have a very, very new level of capability. If you want to stay on the cutting edge of AI applications in business, join us on August 5th for the AI Applications in Marketing course. This course goes way beyond marketing and covers analytics, content, automations, and operational topics. Visit the Kelley Exec Ed webpage or snap a picture of this QR code to take you directly to the registration. Until next time.